So unfortunately, I won't be watching any scary movies from 8 o'clock on at Halloween, but I will be watching the Cowboys and the Vikings. All right, we're going to take another quick break, then we're going to come back, rapid fire, finish this up. We'll save the power rankings, I guess, for next week because we're going a little long. But we'll be back in about 2 minutes. You're listening to Dan D'Antoni Sports. And we are back. Going to finish this up real quick. Left off last segment with the Vikings-Panthers game. We've got 6 more games. Whew! So let's rapid fire through these, I guess. We can spend a couple minutes, but we've been going quite in depth on most of these games. Next game, Cardinals-Browns. Cardinals win 37-14. Murray, 229 yards, 4 touchdowns. Baker, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Kareem Hunt carted off the field, had 66 yards. James Conner, 16 carries, 71 yards. A.J. Green making an impact for the Cardinals. 5 receptions, 79 yards, 1 touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones with a crazy Hail Mary catch for a touchdown. Baker Mayfield been playing with a torn labrum for quite some time. Supposedly he was in a lot of pain, having a hard time really moving his arm. He is out this week. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt both out this week. Kareem Hunt placed on IR. So Case Keenum going to be your starting quarterback. Still waiting to find out who's going to be the starting running back tomorrow between Dearness Johnson and Demetric Felton. Demetric Felton, a running back that I really enjoyed watching at Washington. So we'll see. I'm sorry, UCLA. So we'll see who gets the starting running back job there. But regardless, I think the Broncos are going to beat them. There's just too much adversity for the Browns to overcome. I know.
You got to feel bad for the Browns and hope that they can get healthy soon. Just losing basically their entire offense.
Jarvis Landry's still on IR.
Yeah, that's rough. Thankfully, Hunt is on short-term IR, I believe. He was carted off the field, so that was real scary. It looked like he might have been done for the season. Yeah, they're gonna. I predict the Broncos win as well, and they're gonna struggle these next couple of weeks, and then hopefully they can come back strong.
Yeah, I don't know. It really depends on how Baker Mayfield really how Baker Mayfield comes back and how well he's going to play. Because if this torn labrum really gets really bad, they should just shut him down for the rest of the year and just call the season a wash. Because torn labrum's a real fucker. It's not, especially if you have to throw the ball, you do not want that shit on your...
Well, I think it's his left shoulder, but yeah, even still, it's going to mess with your throwing motion. Especially on deep balls, you're using basically your whole body to throw the ball. And, yeah.
So, here is their... My God. The Browns injury report. Oh, shit. Just a second. Just closed out of it on accident. It's not good. Jedrick Wills, questionable. Malik Jackson, questionable. Mac Wilson, questionable. Malcolm Smith, questionable. Jadeveon Clowney, questionable. Odell Beckham, questionable. He was listed as a non-participant in practice today. Not good. Then out, cornerback A.J. Green. Baker Mayfield out. Jarvis Landry still on injured reserve. Nick Chubb out. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, very promising linebacker, rookie. He's injured reserve. Kareem Hunt, injured reserve. Andy Janovich, injured reserve. Chris Hubbard, injured reserve. Nick Harris, injured reserve. Who else? Jack Conklin, questionable. J.C. Treader, questionable. Like, they've lost a lot for the season. They've lost, or maybe not for the season, but for a long amount of time. It's not good. Their injury report is crazy. It's crazy. But hopefully everyone comes back healthy. I really, really like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. So it sucks to see him injured, but really you don't want to see anybody injured. So hopefully they all heal up quick, but it's going to be a rough stretch. It was a bad week for Browns and Browns fans.
Yep.
That being said, this game was rough for the Browns. They got down 20-0. Donovan Peoples-Jones had 2 touchdown catches in the second quarter. And then DeAndre Hopkins and A.J. Green just take over. Cardinals the best team in the NFL. Statistically, or not statistically, record-wise, yes, they are. But do you think they are the best team in the NFL?
No. It's hard to say that a team's better than them. They are very balanced. They have great pieces on both sides of the ball. Kingsbury's a good coach. Plays to his, he coaches to his players' strengths and puts them in position to succeed. So I'm going to say cautiously, yeah. Right now they are.
All right.
Doesn't mean they'll be the best team in the NFL, by the end of the season, but right now they are.
Dan Beebe, who do you think is better?
Rams.
I'm going to call you out on that a little bit because we saw the Cardinals beat the Rams really bad, 37-20. However, I agree with you. I think the Rams just had a really bad game. I think the Rams are the most complete team in the NFL. I think their defense, their offense, their special teams, they are built for success. I think the Rams are the best team in the NFL as well. I know Cardinals beat them, but like I said, if you have the Rams and the Cardinals play again, which you will, I guarantee it is not a 17-point blowout.
7 to 10 points. Yeah, I would agree on that, and I think the Rams are certainly a contender, a real one for the Super Bowl, and so yeah, they're right up there with the Cardinals. I don't think the Cardinals are sitting up there well ahead of everybody. I think it's neck and neck, and right now, in this moment, they are ahead. Kyler is just looking basically unstoppable, and their defense is very impressive. So we'll see if that continues.
We sure will. We're going to move on now. Raiders, Broncos. Derek Carr, 341 yards, 2 touchdowns. Teddy Bridgewater, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, 334 yards.
RJ throwing it down.
What?
Right. You know I got to celebrate that. RJ just monster dunked it.
Okay. You sounded like a ghost. I thought you were going all Halloween-y. So, Derek Carr.
Jameis Winston.
Seeing ghosts? No, that's, what's his name? Sam Darnold.
That's right. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep. Derek Carr, like I said, 341, 2 touches. Teddy Bridgewater, 334, 3 touch, 3 picks. The running games didn't look all that great. Jacobs with 16 carries for 53 yards. Williams, 11 carries for 53 yards. Henry Ruggs looking nice. 97 yards, 1 touch. Noah Fant, 9 receptions, 97 yards, 1 touch. Ruggs did his 97 yards on 3 catches, though. Yeah, this just wasn't even a close game. The score's a lot closer than it actually was. The Raiders took absolute control of the game early, and it seemed like they let up a little bit. And in the fourth quarter, the Broncos scored 2 touchdowns that both of them, I feel like, if the Raiders were trying their best, would have stopped at least one.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to not let your foot off the gas, and that's what the best teams know. And the Raiders came dangerously close to letting the Broncos back in. They got the W, so obviously good for them, but
good win for new first-time head coach.
Yeah. And sometimes there is a bump after a head coach is fired. So we'll see if this, everyone was like, oh, the Raiders are going to fall apart, but this could very well put them together and make them better. They could see it as adversity and come together as a team. So we'll see, because they certainly looked solid in this game. So we'll see if they can keep that momentum going.
And it just
looks good.
Just needs to needs to keep doing what they did. The biggest issue that I've had with the Raiders all season is they don't make adjustments. And that hopefully was just a John Gruden issue, because he's an old soul in a fairly young body. Clearly an old racist, sexist soul. But
yeah.
But he thought that doing what he did in 2002 with the Buccaneers was still going to help win games in 2021.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Rich Bisaccia, former Cowboys coach, by the way, and every Cowboy that he coached said that he is the greatest human they've ever met. So hopefully he really turns around the culture. Hopefully he really just turns around the team. Because, again, very similar with the Vikings, they have all the talent on paper. It's just got to put it together. So we'll see. But looking good for the first game after firing the head coach, 34-24. Just when your foot is on their throat, push down, don't get off. Obviously, that's a metaphor. Don't actually stomp on someone's throat.
That would be bad. The Raiders are only like a few pieces away from being really legit. That's the thing.
They're not even a few pieces. They're right there. There's no position on that team where I look and say they are supremely lacking in talent. Their offensive line, not the greatest, good enough. Derek Carr, very good quarterback. Darren Waller, dare I say, best tight end in the NFL right now?